Yeah, I'll go ahead and call the PPIC meeting to order, and Mr. Moore, I'll ask you to go ahead and do a roll call, please.
Yes, sir. Mr. Barham.
Here.
Mr. Bento.
Here.
Mr. McGuire.
Here.
Mr. Reinerberg.
Here.
Mr. Toops. Mr. Wallace. And Captain Watkins.
Yeah.
We have a quorum.
Okay, thank you. I believe Mr. Toops and Mr. Wallace are both traveling, so they'll have to be excused, but thank you very much.
Thank you.
Also, a matter of note, it's been brought to my attention that today is Captain Watkins' last meeting. And Captain, I would like to personally thank you and thank you on behalf of the Commission for your dedicated years of service to the Commission and to the city. Captain Watkins was one of the founding members of the PPIC when it was spun back off from EDA back in 2010. So you will sorely be missed, but we certainly appreciate your years of service. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. All right, we will go ahead and proceed with the business end of the meeting, which should be pretty quick. You have the minutes from the October meeting. There was not a meeting in November because it was Thanksgiving. So if everybody's looked at the October minutes, I'll entertain a motion to have them accepted as they've been presented if there's no discussion.
So make a motion to be accepted.
Captain and Mr. Bento. Okay?
Thank you. Mr. Barham.
Yes.
Mr. Bento.
Yes.
Mr. McGuire.
Yes.
Mr. Reinerberg.
Yes.
And Captain Watkins.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, very well, thank you. Okay, and on the financials, we again have October and November financials, and if you would like to go ahead and walk us through them, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. For the October's report, as at the end of October, total net position was $1,508,775. Total revenues for October was $135. Total expenditures, $12,784. A net loss of $12,648. The ending cash and temporary investment balance was $1,405,979. And that's the end of the October's report.
Okay, any discussion on that? All right, if there's no discussion, then I'll go ahead and accept the motion to accept these financials as they've been presented.
So moved.
Okay, second?
Second.
Okay,
Mr. Barham.
yes.
Mr. Bento.
Yes.
Mr. McGuire.
Yes.
Mr. Reinerberg.
Yes.
And Captain Watkins.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Very well, thank you. And likewise with the November
Okay,
financials.
for the November, the total net position was $1,504,900. The total revenues for November was $86.53. Total expenditures was $3,962. The resulting net loss was $3,875. The ending cash and temporary investment balance was $1,036,103. And that is the end of the November's report.
Okay, very well, thank you. You might notice the PPIC has almost no expenses.
On a very
Very
lean
simple.
ship.
We run a very lean ship, but we don't have a whole lot going on. We'll get into that later on. So, any questions on the November financials? If not, I'll entertain a motion to have them accepted as they've been presented.
So moved.
Captain Watkins?
Second.
Mr. Bento?
Mr. Barham.
Yes.
Mr. Bento.
Yes.
Mr. McGuire.
Yes.
Mr. Reinerberg.
Yes.
Captain Watkins.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, thank you very much. And lastly, we're running right through this here. The PPIC audit report was presented to us in the October meeting. Thanks, Ms. Edoff, for that. At that time, we decided to defer the approval to give everybody the opportunity to read it, which I have done. I hope everybody else has. So I'll bring that back up, see if anyone has any questions on it, any concerns about that report, and if not, we'll go ahead and entertain a motion to have the audit report accepted as it's been presented.
So I did have a question on page 10, the notes receivable. There's an annotation there that says, talks about our PER properties. Balance of $73,746 is scheduled to be paid off by November 2017. What is the status of that? Was that paid off in November?
Ms. Kelly, do you know? Oh, go ahead.
Yes, I can respond to that.
Okay.
Yes, it was paid off. It was not reflected in the November's report because we received the check. There was a problem with the check. They sent the wrong amount, and then we had to send it back, and they resent it. By the time they sent it, it was too late to report it on the November's report, but you will see that it has been paid off on your the next report.
So that you did get a check in the
So, yes,
correct
we did.
amount?
Yes.
Everything is
Yes.
correct? Okay.
Yes.
It'll show up in January.
Yes, it will show up on your January report.
Okay, very well. Thanks for catching that.
No further questions.
Okay, can we have a motion to have the audit report accepted?
So moved.
Captain Watkins, in a second?
Second.
Okay, Mr. Reinberg. Mr. Moore?
And Mr. Barron,
Yes.
Mr. Bento,
Yes.
Mr. McGuire,
Yes.
Mr. Reinerberg,
Yes.
and Captain Watkins.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, thank you very much. All right, that's the business end of the meeting. I don't believe we have any old business or any new business at this time, unless you know of anything, Mr. Moore.
A similar situation, we will make sure that we appoint myself as secretary, and then we will make sure that we also, a choice needs to be made for a new treasurer.
Correct.
As the new individual comes on for.
Right, so we have a new member joining us in January, and so part of our business will be to appoint a treasurer, since our treasurer is going to be leaving us. So, okay, very well.
That's all.
All right, well, with that being said, I'll go ahead and adjourn the meeting so that we can get to our little reception here.
Mr. President, are
Yes,
you
sir.
going to allow Mr. Gullickson to give us sort of a thumbnail sketch of what the Port Authority's been doing? I think it would be nice for the members of the Economic Development Authority to hear what the port's been doing.
That would certainly be fine for me. And Chris, if you
Sure.
want to do it now or wait until we have our...
But we'll do it when we do the joint
Let's
meeting.
do that. We'll do it when we do the joint meetings.
I don't want the donuts to get cold.
That's right.
Let's
Absolutely.
get his thoughts together now.
Okay, well, that's fine for me. We're adjourned from the PPIC side.
All right. So we're going to take about a 5-minute recess, and please enjoy some of the refreshments that we have here, and we'll be back in a second.
All right.
Absolutely.
You don't have to tell me twice.